What scent do you leave? Have you ever walked a dog? Have you noticed, or you may notice, that dogs have a tendency to urinate a lot while out on walks? While this can fulfill the simple biological need to empty their bladder, it is generally thought that the primary purpose of this activity is to scent mark. While there's not universal agreement as to why dogs scent mark, it's generally thought that dogs scent mark to stake out their territory, to let other dogs know they were there in that spot, or to ward off another unwanted visitor from their turf. In my observation, we humans are not all that different than dogs. We scent mark all the time. I have noticed this scent marking behavior in almost every public setting I venture into. And one of these settings I am most aware of this behavior is in discussion groups. I watch with great amusement how this scent marking manifests in public settings, discussion groups in particular. Most of the time, people behave a certain way, but when someone new shows up, other people's behavior changes. I usually giggle inside at this behavior. One group I host sees an individual behave fairly consistently when the usual group of people shows up. But when someone new shows up, this person becomes somewhat confrontational, challenging, and even territorial. It's as if they want the new dog to know they are coming onto their turf, and they had better fall in line and know their place in the pecking order. This behavior becomes even more apparent when personalities collide or clash. Our individual behavior becomes our way of manipulating and trying to control our environment. We all do it, including me, and our mode of manipulation and control may differ significantly, but we all do it. The most blatant form of this scent marking is in the form of in-your-face or confrontational behavior. We blatantly oppose the other by taking them on or confronting them. The behavior is often a way to denigrate the other and stop their participation in the public setting. It is a blatant overpowering and attempt to control. But the opposite end of the scale is equally blatant, and an equally blatant attempt at control. Take, for example, the person who sits there quietly saying nothing. Now, this doesn't look and sound like a form of manipulation or control, but it's every bit as manipulative and controlling as the confrontational approach. Take, for example, the person who is publicly confronted and chooses to remain silent and say nothing in the face of this attempted humiliation. The silence often has a reflecting effect of showing the aggressor their callous approach and behavior. If you haven't experienced this before, try it yourself. Silence can be a very effective way at neutralizing aggressive behavior in a confrontational situation. But make no mistake about it, the manipulation is as present in the confrontational approach as it is in the silent treatment. It's all about scent marking to let others know we are there and that outsiders better beware they are on another's turf. So what's the point? Very simply, we all manipulate with our behavior. How do we manipulate? What scent do you leave in your interaction with others? Are you aggressive? Confrontational? Do you take the silent treatment approach? Do you try not to say anything? How is it possible to be with others and not manipulate? Is it even possible? What do you think?